Alright lads, so for our first video of the day, we are currently jumping into the Media Nightmare Soul Reaper guild quests, where we are going to be using this particular team right here, Ichigo, Byakuya, and also Tanjiro. And then for our second video of the day, which will be uploaded in a few hours time, we will be discussing our final prediction regarding the end of year banner. Who can the characters be? Because if you are already unaware, the end of year ban collation is happening in less than 24 hours time. So definitely a reason to get excited. For the time being though, let's talk about guild quests. Now currently right now, Media Soul Guild Quest has seen a lot of new characters introduced to make this guild quest a lot easier and to prepare you for this new change that we did get in guild quest earlier this month. One of the new additions, of course, is Basby, obviously a really good character if you have him 1 out of 5. We already showcased on the channel previously. He's basically in line a tad bit better than Ichigo to a certain extent. The difference is though is that you're likely to have duplicates of Ichigo, and I'm really hoping, especially now that we have seen this guild quest, really hoping Ichigo is going to be a filler character in the end of year banner, because Yachiru, who you can see is the most used unit, I'm starting to like Ichigo a lot more over Yachiru, mainly because these enemies do have poise. And Yachiru and even Basby have like no way to really have good crowd control, stop the enemies from attacking you, whereas Ichigo has lacerating. That's actually really good for keeping yourself and team at full stamina. But in general, as you can see here, this guild quest phase basically has 6 characters to work with, and then obviously for the auto-played characters, the normal attack damage characters, people are still using Byakuya, myself included, and a lot of people apparently are using the new Gremmy, who I want to quickly talk about. I can't showcase him in today's video because I do not own him, but there is one special thing about him, is the fact that he does have an SA1 and also SA3 team boost. Now, what we did find out is that it's the perfect case scenario. There was a big worry that the SA1 would override his SA2 and therefore give you less stats, because if we have a look at the quick data in regards to what you do get him, so his SA1 is given an 18% attack, defense, and focus increase. It lasts 20 seconds, but the cooldown is also 20 seconds. So with a character like Gremmy, you are basically guaranteed to get a permanent boost without even needing to give this character recharge. Now, keep in mind, this 18% attack, defense, and focus increase is without the booster skill, so realistically, it goes up to like 23%. His SA3, on the other hand, is a 40% attack, focus, and defense increase. With the booster skill, it goes up to like 50%. And that's a 25-second boost, but it does have a cooldown of 60 seconds. But like I mentioned, with Gremmy's AI, or the way Caleb designed this boost, the SA3 will have priority. So even if he uses an SA1 after an SA3, you're still going to, no matter what, get that 25 seconds of a really high attack, defense, and focus increase. That alongside the fact that he does have a very high attack, really high bruiser, and also flurry 2 with a Vortex SA2. If you're struggling to beat this guild quest, he is going to be maybe the most important character to own, in all honesty. And I'd love to try him out. Unfortunately, I can't, so we are working with the next best thing, which right now, I think might be actually this team. So for our first run, we are going to be using a quite maxed out team. We have basically a max transcendent Ichigo here, which again, hoping he's on the end of year banner. So if you are pulling on that, maybe if you pulled last year, you can hopefully max transcend this character because he is still really good and still usable as the best lead for 2 particular guild quest phases. So with that build in mind, we are going with the Surfer Sticker, Fortification Pill, and also a T-Set. Maybe I should, to be fair, use the 5-star plus badge, which you know what, I might actually go ahead and do right now because Ichigo, I believe, doesn't have any built-in strong attack damage. So I should be better off with strong attack damage over just more SP, which he already has an abundance of, let's be honest. When it comes to the soul traits, we are using Mugetsu, Nanao, and also Chad. Good mixture of recharge, full stamina, and more strong attack damage at full stamina. Max transcended with full stamina, and also damage to lacerated enemies. For our second character, our main normal attack damage character, because of course they're very important to have, we're then going to want to use Byakuya. So with that in mind, we have a golden Chappy Holobate with as much normal attack damage and full stamina as possible. In his case, basically max transcended, the most important stats have been leveled up, attack, focus, and the 6th slot is offering 500 more attack, with full stamina and damage to lacerated enemies as bonus abilities. Now your third slot, this is where you would want to put in Gremmy. I don't have Gremmy though. So our next best thing to do is to still use a boost character, in this case Tanjiro. We're using him to get the extra stats. His SA2 is providing a 43% attack, focus, and defense increase, while at the same time healing us in case we do maybe take damage, more so giving more protection to someone like Byakuya if he even does need it. And to make sure we can get that attack boost as much as possible, we are using 14% recharge soul traits, while also making sure to put Mugetsu on to get that additional 20% strong attack damage for my Ichigo. Now, the main reason why we are using Tenjiro over any other team booster is because he is giving 30% more damage to enemies that are afflicted with an ailment, and that is to any Soul Reaper. So with that in mind, both my Ichigo and Byakuya are getting that attack boost. I think for our next run, I might change Tenjiro out for Uetsu and see how that goes, because Uetsu, are people even using him? Is he top 5? He's number 6 right now, but Uetsu is a normal attack damage character. He does have a team boost SA2 with built-in recharge, so with that in mind, he might be a good character to use here, because normal attack damage characters, as we've already seen, are very important to beating or going as far as you possibly can. The consistent damage output with no cooldown is what makes normal attack damage characters in Guild Quest, especially the Nightmare difficulty, very, very good. So with that in mind, let's jump into our first run. Alright then, so jumping into our first run, let's see how this does go. So SA2, then use our 1, and then kind of let Byakuya do his job as our normal attack damage character. A bit slow there, unfortunately. I didn't want to use my strong attacks, and that kind of cost us a run, but look how fast we can clear a wave if we get a status proc right away, especially if we have a normal attack damage character following up with some good damage. There we go. Looking really good. Let's use the SA1. I guess we can just sub him here into the 2. Use our 1. Unfortunately, going into this boss, I have no strong attack ready. Not our fastest run, but it's a decent first attempt. Is that the final boss? It is. That one, too bad. 35 seconds for our first attempt. Let's go ahead and go into the extra wave, where right now, again, more reason to use Ichigo and also Gremmy. We also have Ichigo as our final boss. Missed the SA1, but he is a mind character, so a character like Gremmy and Ichigo are doing more damage. Lucky for us, though, because to be honest, this kind of does matter. The Ichigo is, which one is it? I think it's just Bankai. So a strong attack shouldn't be too bad. Let's SA3, charge it up, let off that duty show. Showing Ichigo who's the real boss. And there we go, not too bad for our first attempt. 20 seconds to spare. We will, of course, be removing our Transcendence in later runs, because I'm curious to see how far this team can go when it isn't max Transcended. We're definitely going to be able to beat all 5 waves, but the question is how far we can go in the extra levels. And that run was actually a tad bit faster. So I think right now with this team at max Transcendence, I think if we get lucky, we can aim for 45 seconds and or more. Maybe we can't do that in this video. We're going to find out. That's only if we get it in our next set of runs. I don't like resetting a lot when it comes to videos because they take a bit too long. But let's use our SA1. So 2 in 1 seems to be the play. If Byakuya decides to use his normal attacks, then we would be absolutely golden. Let's SA3. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Still love this 2-stage charge strong attack, man. It's been one of the more fun strong attacks they added into the game. Bit slow on that mob, but that's fine. Let's SA1 upwards, then SA2, and then can we just let go? Yeah, look at that. 40 seconds remaining. Not bad. We're getting faster, right? I'm not sure by how much, though. I will be honest. I actually didn't keep track of our last score. I think last one was around 35 seconds. But you can see why this is actually a pretty good team. And it's a team I definitely recommend trying out if you have them, even if at less Transcendence, right? Because right now, if you do not own Gremmy, Byakuya is going to be your best normal attack damage character. And then if you have Tenjiro with Ichigo, of course, you can combo those 2 characters together to get that extra bit of damage. Ichigo right now, still, I think is the best lead for this Guild Quest phase. Even though Bazby can technically do more damage, assuming you have them both at the same Transcendence level. And I think it'd be a bit awkward with the lack of crowd control. Now, in that case, remember, the second part of the boss wave, the extra levels, our clear time does not matter. So even though it took us longer to clear the extra levels, we're still overall getting a higher score here because we did clear the first 5 waves a lot faster. So that's 40 seconds for our second run. Let's do one more and see if we can get faster, anywhere close to 45. All right then, so jumping into our third and hopefully final attempt. Let's go here, SA2. Back up into the 1, looking good. All the enemies have been taken down. Okay, that was a bit weird. Let's go here, SA1 into the 2. Very good. I kind of want to use the SA3, but I want to make sure we get some status procs here. Like that, for example. Okay. Let's Soul Bomb into the 2. Maybe shouldn't have done the 2, to be fair. Kind of messed up there. Maybe I threw that near the end. I should have used the 1 and then saved the 2 for the next phase. So a tad bit slower there. We're not going to go any more than that because I don't want to reset too much for a video, right? These videos take a long time if I'm resetting so much. But either way, it looks like with this team, we're getting around 40 seconds remaining very consistently, with the potential to maybe get in with sort of 45. For our next team, though, while still keeping our same Transcendence, let's go ahead and change Tenjiro. This time, we're going to put on Owetsu. Maybe using 2 new attack damage characters is better. Even though Owetsu isn't like the most highest DPS unit in the game, he has resurrected. It technically did make him a tad bit better. And similar to Byakuya, I am fortunate enough, because he is quite old, to have him basically max transcended. So level 10 attack, level 10 focus, with the additional 500 attack that you would expect with any max transcended character. And then with that in mind, we are using the standard build, Golden Chappy Chappy Holobay, with, I guess, the same links. I mean, I'll change the links to have full stamina. That way he can still do some damage. But then again, we are clean with 40 seconds to spare. I don't think we... I mean, that's with Tenjiro. That's with Tenjiro. But I'd like to say we might clear similar. So in that case, maybe I should go full attack. Would the damage from Owetsu be better than having Tenjiro in the team that allows both our characters to do 30% more damage? I guess we're going to find out. Let's just hope no one on our team does take any damage. So let's go SA2. I guess the good thing, though, is that we do have crowd control. So I let off that SA3 a tad bit too early. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But going into Rukia, let's Soul Bomb. Okay, this ain't going too bad. Let's SA2 into the 1. Is that everyone? No, there's way too many left alive. Clear time don't look bad, though. Like, if we get a lucky Starsbrook here, it literally, the exact same score, but that felt a lot better. That felt a lot better. Say, I can't really complain. I'm actually using Owetsu. I'll take it. Unfortunately, we took some damage there. Hopefully that doesn't throw us the run. But again, this part's going to be quite easy. Even if we do take damage. So let's go here. SA3. We're going to do one more run with this team, and then we'll remove our Transcendence. Alright, SA1. Let our no attack damage characters do the job. So it seems like Owetsu's aged quite well, I'll be honest. Like, obviously, if we had Gremmy, we'd be clearing a lot faster, right? We'd be doing way more damage, but I'm glad to have now gotten a use out of Owetsu, a character that I pulled plenty of copies and I haven't used in quite some time. I was pretty excited for his resurrection because I knew the melee Sword Guild Quest did lack options, and this team right now don't seem too bad. Right, let's jump into our final run. Let's go here. Kind of won both Owetsu and Byakuya to get in there at the same time. That way, we can hopefully inflict a status zone right when they're doing their normal attacks, where they can take advantage of that very small window of the weakening being active. Like that, for example, right? Let's SA1 downwards. This is looking actually really good. Soul Bomb into the 1. Let's use our 2. Maybe I didn't need to, but to be fair, I think we're fine. Let's hope we get Starsbrook. Can they use their normal attacks? It's close. We're really just getting on the same clear score, but I'm going to end it there. Again, I think a team like this can definitely shoot for 45 seconds remaining. We just got to get really lucky with the status procs, mainly inflicting it when we need to, and also have our new attack damage characters come through when the weakening is active, because that's going to make the bigger difference. But I will say it's really nice, and I think we're going to start seeing that more often with normal attack damage characters be similar to Gremmy. You know, not only have a boost as an SA1 and 2, but again, similar to Gremmy, have a tracking vortex. I keep calling it tracking. It's not a tracking. It's a surrounding vortex around them that currently both Owetsu and Byakuya do have. Because being able to get that crowd control from a normal attack damage character, I think is actually going to be very good. Especially in a case where, you know, let's say we're using Yachu, or we're using someone like Bansby. They don't have any built-in crowd control. Unless you have Lacerate, Paralysis, or Freeze, you're really going to want to have some type of vortex to keep the enemies in place. But to be fair, then again, the enemies are poised, so it doesn't really make much of a difference, right? Either way, what we're going to do now, again, is remove our Transcendence. We're going to remove the attack, focus, and also spiritual pressure. That way, they are performing like a 1 out of 5 character, minus the fact that my Sword Bomb will be doing a tad bit more damage than yours, if yours is only 1-5. I think for Byakuya and also Owetsu, I kind of want to lead the focus slot, because they are quite old characters. It might be expected that you have them 2-5. I mean, we'll leave them at 2-5, but depending on our clear time, how much time is remaining, that will let us know whether a 1-5 or 2-5 would be possible. With Owetsu, again, we're going to do the same thing. Remove his attack slot. And then also, while we are here, I should have maybe done that in our last run, because it definitely does make a difference. We'll be putting on damage to lacerated. I mean, it didn't matter the last run because we had a Maxus in the team. We were clearing anyway, but next time I do reattempt this in my own free time, the damage to lacerated definitely is going to go a long way, giving us that extra damage output. The thing is, though, when it goes to the build of a Wetsu, I mean, last time we were kind of building him to go full attack, full normal attack damage, because we were clearing in like less than 20 seconds. But right now, since we aren't going to be clearing as fast, I think we're going to need to give Owetsu recharge and also full stamina. That way we can stack the boost as much as we can. So with that in mind, let's just go to spiritual pressure and give my highest link. So recharge and full stamina, and then recharge and full stamina. But again, always keep that 20% Berserker from the fact that we are using Mugetsu as a soul trait. Alright, then let's see how this does go. So first up, SA1. Still good damage on Ichigo. Not too bad for our first wave. Let's go use the SA3. Looking good. We'll let our normal attack damage characters finish up. There we go. We're back up. Use our 1. As long as we can fix the status on Ruki, that's all that matters. Could use my SA3, but do I want to? I guess we might as well. Let that 30 off. This ain't too bad, to be fair. I guess go here, Soul Bomb. Again, my Soul Bomb does one-shot, but there was an enemy left alive. I think if your Ichigo's only 1-5, the Soul Bomb wouldn't one-shot, but it's close enough. Let's use our 2, and then it doesn't look too bad. Use our 3. Unfortunately, we took some damage there, but should be fine. Should be fine. We'll let our normal attack damage characters do the job. SA3 into the 2. There we go. 10 seconds to spare. I should have probably reset that, because the question is now, how far do we get in the extra level, right? I'm assuming not that far. Maybe, who knows? If you had Gremmy, I think at 1-5, this is definitely beatable. Maybe even both levels. Assuming you don't do what I do and took some damage. Let's charge up the 3. Not too much damage, because again, we lost our full stamina. But we'll try again, one more attempt, and see how far we can go. So, it looks like at 1-5, well, I mean, in this case, you know, Owetsu and Byakuya are 2-5. Level 10 attack and focus. We were able to at least beat it with plenty of time to spare, but also almost beat the first extra level. So, let's try that one more for our final run. So, let's jump into the final run. First up, let's use our SA1 and then 2. Couldn't take advantage of the weakening, unfortunately, but it's the first boss. It's fine. Let's go here. SA3 into the 1. Looks like we did get the lacerate. We'll let our normal attack damage characters do what they have to do. And hopefully here on Ruki we get a status proc. Seems like it. We have the SA3 ready, but I don't want to use it just yet. Lucky again, these 2 normal attack damage characters have their vortexes available. Let's Soul Bomb. SA1. Unfortunately, no normal attack damage character was in range when we did inflict the weakening. Let's just use the 2. I don't want to take any damage here. SA3. Fully charge it up. There we go. And we have 19 seconds to go. So 29 seconds to finish up. I'm pretty sure we can get into the second extra level, but I don't know about beating it. Because right now we're also weak. SA1. We got status proc. There we go. Let's use our 2. Let it go. Back up. SA1. Okay, nice. Maybe we can. Nah, it's very close, though. Let's just fully charge it. Ooh. Ah, it's close. It's close. I think if you reset enough, you can definitely beat it with this team. And in this case, any extra damage that you can get on Ichigo, like a focus lock, for example, definitely will go a long way into beating this particular quest and finishing both extra level 1 and also extra level 2. But I think in this case, on the second boss, the extra level 1 and 2, if we got a tad bit lucky on status procs, maybe if I was able to take advantage of the weakening for like only a second, we might have done a bit more extra damage to take down both extra levels. But either way, that's the video for today. Checking out the new Nightmare merely Sorry Guild quests. I mean, Ichigo is already a great character, but I definitely start to value him a tad bit more now thanks to this new change. Because usually my go-to character would just be Yachiru. I'm not to say Yachiru's obviously bad in this GQ, but, you know, compared to Ichigo, personally at the very least, the fact that he has no attribute disadvantage and he also does have lacerate is a lot more handy heavy than Yatsu's, weakening procs. But then again, I didn't actually even try out the Yatsu plus Shinji Akon combo. Maybe that is still super OP that's worth trying out. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow during our watch party of the Bankai live stream. But either way, let me know what team you guys did use in the comments below. Did you pull Grammy? How does he perform in Guild Quest? I'm assuming very well. But either way, hope to see you guys tomorrow. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.